Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Colorado Rockies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jon Gray will be on the mound for the Rocks. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, the pride and joy of the Oklahoma Sooners, former first-round draft pick by the Colorado Rockies. Big, strong guy, Jon Gray. 96 to up at 100 miles an hour. Good, hard breaking ball, and his changeup has gotten better every year that he's pitched. The key for Jon Gray, throwing strikes. If he keeps the ball in the strike zone at 98 to 100 miles an hour, he is really tough to hit.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
One out, nobody on. One and two for Christian Yelich. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Hit back toward the mound. Story picks it up. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Batting third, first baseman number 6, Ryan.
Next for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2 gets him looking, strike 3. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Chase Anderson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Chase Anderson, man, a pretty good pitcher. Really good control. He has a 3-pitch mix of fastball, curveball, and the straight changeup. His changeup has gotten better. As a matter of fact, if he has that straight changeup, it makes his 92 to 93 mile an hour fastball look that much better. If he's on, you'll know early. He'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Settling in now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that one just missed outside. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's got 8 hits in 32 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Here we go. 3-2 now. Full count. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play, making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Left side, backhanded on to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting third baseman, Nolan
In now for
Arenado.
Colorado, Nolan Arenado, a Silver Slugger winner a year ago in the National League. Two out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Another full count pitch on its way. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Striding in for the Rockies, Carlos Gonzalez. The 1-1 home is off the plate, up and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Arenado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Rockies strand 1. We are still scoreless. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's 1 for 5.
Go, shut him down.
And the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Story throws it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left and makes all the routine plays.
In now, Domingo Santana, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the payoff pitch home. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Now to the plate, Manny Pena. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's just 1 for 6. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Orlando Arcia is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Arenado is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Batting 8.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Desmond in foul ground, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Through an inning and a half. No score on MLB Network. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
In is Gerardo Parra, his lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's hitless in 6 tries. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Striding in for the Rockies, Ian Desmond will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Garcia gloves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. We'll move to the third with no score. Some of the natural splendor of Denver and the surrounding areas. So we thank you for joining us here for Matinee Baseball on MLB Network. So now the Brewers pitcher, Chase Anderson, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. One and two to the Brewers pitcher. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Lorenzo Cain. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Christian Yelich. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Ryan Braun. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Cain is off at first with 2 away. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's 0 for 4. The 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Batting ninth, Edgar. John Gray.
Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, John Gray. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
The 3-2 one more time. A little bouncer. That's foul, so the battle will continue. Keeps spiking him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a curveball that time that broke too low. The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. Blackmon on the move. He's got it 1 away.
The right fielder, number 16.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Domingo Santana. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he got him swinging. Domingo Santana is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging in the dirt. Iannetta gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. There's one well above the zone for a ball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Standing in now, Nolan Arenado. In for strike 2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs.
Get it going, Rockies!
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Gonzalez.
Stepping in now, Carlos Gonzalez. Chopped weakly to the right. That winds up foul for the second strike. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Ready for another chance? Trevor Story was a strikeout victim in his first try. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Santana waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rockies are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Next for Milwaukee, Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Striding in once again, Orlando Arcia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
All right, Rockies.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Now the 2-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Gonzalez, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Chase Anderson. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-1 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Gone in order are the Brewers. It remains 1-0. So striding in, Gerardo Parra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 to short. Arcia fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Ian Desmond.
In now for Colorado, Ian Desmond. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Up next for Colorado, catcher.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Iannetta looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
1-1, here it is. 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. 2-2 the count. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Iannetta leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Come on now, let's go.
Softly on a line to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Colorado, but they're up 1-0. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready once again, Christian Yelich, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Into the box now, Ryan Braun popped him up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2. Line to left. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Into the box, Travis Shaw. And there's ball 2 now.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
First and second now, 1 man out. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Chopped weakly to the left. Gloved by Arenado. LeMahieu. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And the 3-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
The center fielder, number 19,
Charlie Blackmon will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Here's Nolan Arenado. Popped him up. Braun in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. But they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Digging in once again, Manny Pena. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Get ready for the game.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land out there just foul. Another payoff pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Pena gets his lead at first, nobody out. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
So digging in now, Orlando Arcia. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The batter, catcher, Shane Anderson.
Hernan Perez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 14, Hernan Perez.
Two balls and a strike.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Set. Here's the 3-1. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Brewers strand one. They trail this one 1-0. Dan Jennings gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Dan Jennings.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
The 1-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Trevor Story. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch. Hit hard to short. Throw gets him 2 down.
Left fielder number 8, Gerardo Parra.
Striding in once again, Gerardo Parra, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. That misses 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They lead it 1-0. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He enters this at bat, 1 for 2 with a walk.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
McGee.
Stepping in now, Christian Yelich. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And 2-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
The 2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Here's Ryan Braun now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out.
Come on, Rockies.
The next 3-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he lays out, but he can't make the play. We'll do it again.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
The next 3-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And he misses. Ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away.
The right fielder, number 16.
Digging in to try it again. Domingo Santana, 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. A swinging bunt to the mound. And the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Ready for another chance? Manny Pena. Popped him up. Desmond over to his left. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Brewers forced to settle for one. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 43, Matt Albert.
In now for Colorado, Ian Desmond, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
All right, Rockies. Here we go.
A bouncer to the left side. Shaw gloves it, and that's the first out.
The batter, catcher, Red.
David Dahl will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
David Dahl.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Tony Walters will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall right near the 347 sign. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. The 1-1 home. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Kane. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. David Dahl will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 26, David Dahl. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 59.
Jonathan Villar will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. LeMahieu ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
For pitcher number 42.
Jesus Aguilar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Jesus Aguilar.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Digging in and looking for more, Lorenzo Cain. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Now the 1-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Gonzalez has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. The Rockies looking to send their fans home happy. The bottom of the 9th inning is coming up. Josh Hader enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackmon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field, and that is off the wall in right field. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a lead-off double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, he walked them on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Number 56 will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 56.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The 1-1 pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready once again, Trevor Story. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
In is Gerardo Parra. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away.
Steal.
And now everybody's running. Oh, they put the squeeze on and he gets it down. And how do you like that? They roll the dice, the squeeze works, and it's going to end the ball game.
What? What did I just see? My eyes have to be messing with me because I think I just saw a walk-off suicide squeeze.